We're still waiting for Gaz, but everybody else is on board. Plotting and planning. Do you guys know what you're going to do? So currently you're standing at the cave. You're watching the chorus line going.
Let's get over there before the chorus line ends.
Astrid said, "Kill him now," so let's do it.
I mean, she did.
Yeah, and I say we target the big bad and leave the backup dancers alone.
Okay.
I mean, we can go after him if we need to, but I say we target him first.
Were we able to alert? No, because Zag's not here. Never mind.
I will assume I am telling Garrulous that I'm going to be casting Anger of the Noonday Sun so that he will be prepared when we get over there, since
Let's.
All right, Blas takes off his cloak before you guys teleport in.
Ready?
I wish Zag were here because this would actually not be a bad time for him to release the barbarians.
I wish to God he was here too.
All right. So is this a correct representation of the group's order and location when you teleport in?
Good question. Let's take a look. Vic, move me up about 10 feet, where I'm at least even with Blas.
Bash and Blas should probably be swapped.
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't be up front unless he's behind LJ or something.
Oh yeah.
Carlos should be by left because he usually ends up trying to work to protect him.
Yeah, feel free to just grab me and stick me in your pocket if things get too hairy.
The way that came out was a little
Really weird.
Jacket pocket, jacket pocket.
Are you grabbing it?
Very hard kind of sealed it.
I'm on good meds right now, so
You guys, I'm trying not to die.
I'm on
Well, we could turn this
painkillers
into an
and drinking
OnlyFans
wine.
video.
No, this isn't one of those games.
No, I'm on painkillers and drinking wine, so everything's funny.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying your life at the moment.
Okay, so the front line currently is LJ, Blas, and Bash, and then Lev and Garlos, Froderick and Carrig, Frida, Blodgett, Marvin, and Astrid hold up the rear.
That's
Is that
perfect.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Joel, that actually fucking happened. So, some friends of mine that I went to school with, they had a homeless guy living on their couch for a month because it was like 6 different girls, and all of them thought it was another girl's boyfriend.
Are you
I'm
serious?
serious as a heart attack, sleeping on their fucking couch, and finally they were like, "Shit, none of us know his."
That reminds me of you told me about the world's longest like D&D campaign or party that the last member left the party 2 years later. They came to the party and stayed there.
Yep.
How long was it? Was it 2 years? It was a while.
Oh yeah. It was about 2 years.
Yeah.
That's quite a story.
It was a party that my friends Rich and Tish were throwing, and another friend of mine, Maranya, came to the party and just moved in for 2 years until she got kicked out of the country. True story. Yeah, she got kicked out.
Rich and Tish had quite this parties, you know? Victor, I don't ever think I met you at any of those.
I was definitely there.
No, I believe you were there. It's just that level of the amount of people that went to those parties where we never ran into each other.
No, yeah, that's the one where I ran into one of the many parties is where I ran into Jack Kane and John Stakely, and we had a hell of a time.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, you guys teleport in. They're in the middle of their chorus line. So you each get a move during the surprise round.
Good. Are we
Um,
still in the same order from last week as far as actions, or are we changing that?
no, we're gonna have to roll initiative again.
Okay.
But I will run through the surprise round real quick. Yeah, what do you do?
Okay.
Casting Anger of the Noonday Sun.
Okay, so that makes a very angry sun. Can you describe the effects for me, pretty please, with sugar on top?
All right, pardon me while I read that. So I gotta look it up. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, be right back.
Cool beans.
I've looked it up so many times. They're like, here it is. Okay. Spell unleashes blinding flash of sunlight, originating from you and expanding outward. Any creature within the area of the spell that can see you must make a saving throw or be temporarily blinded.
It's a important thing. It's a 10-foot burst centered on you, so you would have to be much closer to the bad guys.
Oh.
So you may want to save that until you are unavoidably close to the bad guys.
See, this is important to know these things. Okay, that is not a good one for me to throw right now.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna throw flame strike.
Okay. On based where? So these are, remind you, these are 10-foot squares. So flame strike will cover this area right here. Where would you like to throw your flame strike? Flamo di Sfico.
Well, if I can manage to go ahead and throw it to hit the main dude, let's do it.
You can hit the main dude and 2 of his guys right there.
Then let's do that.
All right.
I cannot imagine this is going to go.
Oh, it'll be fine. For definitions of fine.
Oh God. All right. We're going in aggressively. Very, very
Always good to
aggressively.
set the tone. Set the tone.
Guys, I really hope I'm not making a horrible mistake. Nobody's saying anything.
They're all waiting. You're just watching. They're like, this is going to be great. Everyone's muted and laughing at you is what's going on. Actually, I'm watching them.
Oh yeah, that I believe.
No, this is fine.
Give me a minute. I'm adding up
Okay.
dice.
You're good.
Well, at least I'm rolling well.
Cool beans.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
So Garlos is currently playing his tunes, giving everyone a +1.
Good.
So the bonuses from last time are still in effect.
The Good Hope should still be in effect. Yes.
Okay, good. The +2. Yep.
I'm gonna take that roll and hope that equals something that.
Okay, the DC for that for you is going to be 18 because it's a 4th level spell. So the fire giants do not save. Gosher, of course, does. Well, actually, did you even? We'll do this after you do the damage.
Yeah, please. I'm trying.
Are you finished with the damage? What are you looking at?
I'm adding it up. I'm going as fast as I can, Victor. Okay.
All right, I hate
Fast
to
as we
interrupt this dramatic moment in gaming, but literally there was an ad.
63.
Oh shit!
How much?
63.
63. Thank you. And there was an ad, Ben, for what?
Oh, there was literally just an ad on TV, right, for a kids watch that's like the size of a normal freaking like iWatch or whatever that has a camera in it, and you can take selfies and record video and edit your selfies, and I think maybe talk to your other friends with it.
Oh, that's not going to go badly.
Well,
Yeah,
also
that's-
just like what kind of freaking world do we live in? Like that was like sci-fi when we were kids.
All right.
Dick Tracy TV
This is the
radio.
Jetsons now,
This
you know.
radio.
I mean,
Caroline,
it's ridiculous.
I need Frida to roll a d20 and add her
Okay, well-
level, please.
I'm sorry. You need her to do what?
Roll a d20 and add your level.
Okay. A little. Oh, that's 12. 12 and 28.
Gozier seems unfazed by the attack.
Sense.
The two fire giants next to him, it seemed to be fairly wounded. You can see the skeletons blackened under the onslaught of the flame strike.
Well,
Froderick,
Yes.
surprise round, you have an action. You could fire a volley, cast a spell, etc.
Cast one volley at Gozer.
All right, give me a hit, please.
That is going to be a 35.
All right, high or low?
Low.
All right, you nailed him. 35 hits. Roll them, damage them, please.
Very good. Okay, damage coming in. There you go.
Gozier suddenly appears over there.
oh, wait, where does he appear?
Up over here.
How big are these squares, Victor?
Those are 10-foot squares.
Oh dear.
Looks like he's able to blink or something like that.
Obviously, he can transport rather quickly.
So next up is Lev, Mr. Helder.
What do I want to do? What's the radius on that spell? 20-foot burst? No, that's not going to do. I'm going to cast Control Undead.
Okay.
On the 4 giant skeletons nearest to him. No 2 undead creatures can be more than 30 feet apart, so it would just affect those 4. Up to 30 hit dice of undead. They need to make a will save of 26 to resist.
Okay.
But it's concentrated evil.
And what level are you?
15.
And what's the will save?
26.
Okay, they rolled a 5. 2 of the skeletons swivel their heads towards you.
I command them attack Gozer.
Okay. It'll give you a higher dexterity, so yes, Suzanne, it'll stack.
It will or won't?
It will, because you've got +1 from Garlos, +2 from the Good Hope, so it's total.
And you still have
+3.
Cat's Grace.
Yes,
you
they
would still
do.
have it. Did you cast it on her earlier?
I cast it on everybody at the beginning of this.
Or you did a mass Cat's Grace. Okay, yes, you would still have Cat's Grace from Frida.
So I shouldn't cast it on myself again, right?
Yeah, you've already got it. You don't need to cast
Right.
it again.
Okay.
I mean, you
So
can
make
just
sure.
to make me laugh, but you know. So they will attack on their turn. Bash. Actually, no. Let's do their attack now because it makes my life easier. So the 2 skeletons go to attack Gozier. Be a D20, Actually, what are their attacks? Claws. Brandon, give me 4 d20s, please.
Nope. I got a 19, a 14, a 7, and an 8.
Okay. Roll 2d6 plus 5.
2d6 plus 5?
Yeah.
15. Let's see if he can do that trick again. He does do that trick again.
How much was the damage again?
15.
Okay. No, Suzanne. All right, Bash. Surprise round. Bash can attack or cast mice or what have you. What does Bash do during the surprise round, Ben?
How close? Where's Bash in relation to Gozer's position now?
Bash is right here. Gozer is 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
gotcha. Okay, so we
6,
haven't
7,
teleported
8,
yet. Okay, I got
10,
you.
11,
No, we
12,
have.
13,
We
16,
teleported.
17, 170 feet away.
Okay, then Bash will hold freaking action.
All right, LJ?
Let me figure out how fast he moves again.
Sure.
So 30 feet for a tiefling. And I can run times 4. 120 feet. Okay, rage doesn't increase your speed. I'm going to have LJ run towards him. Using the run feat, full movement speed will take me 150 feet.
Okay, okay.
Oh my god.
10, 20, 30. Are you charging?
Yeah. Yeah, let's charge him.
Okie dokie.
I'm also going to go into a rage.
Okie dokie.
God.
So that is 2 attacks. Which D20 do I want? This is a big
Which D20 shall we use today?
Yes. I think we will use these 2.
I'll be back in just a moment.
Okie dokie. And then next up is Garlos, Blodgett, and Blas, by the way. Gozer the Gozerian.
Gozer the Gozerian.
Oh my god. It's frolicked in the undead mist in a land called Abyss Park. That's what the Fire Giants are singing right now. Little Froderick Ranger hated that rascal goes and brought him death there and arrow shots and hacked off all his toes. Shut up!
46. And what buffs do we have active right now?
+3 total, +1 from the singing of the.
Hi.
And then
Still singing.
Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace isn't going to help me here.
Oh,
Running on strength, not dex. So +1 from the singing, and what are the others?
+2 from the Good Hope.
Okay, and a further +2 for
Pretty good.
charging.
Not great hope, but it's hope. It's not bad hope.
So I've got 49 and 38.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
You missed twice.
Fuck you.
Your numbers were good, but you weren't. Next up, Carlos. You are currently singing. Continue singing. Are you gonna move? Yep. And the fire giants haven't engaged with you guys, ellipsis, yet.
But Father, I want to sing.
Sounds good. So Carlos is hanging next to Lev. Lodge it. Oh,
Holding my action, but moving a
Frida and
little
Bash
closer.
and Frida and Bash, can I get an initiative roll, please? Blodgett's holding action. That's it. What do you guys want Blaz to do?
Cast Turn Undead on the remaining
And bring his friends up.
skeletons, maybe?
Have Carrot go get the others.
Yeah, Carrot can blow the Horn of Valhalla, and Zag can turn undead. How's that sound?
Okay.
We have all those clerics.
There's
We left them
most of
behind.
those clerics are currently dead, and the ones that
Oh.
aren't are helping the other ones come back.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
They're spent.
never mind.
Yeah, they're having a bad day. They're not appreciative of. They're not going to come back and help you again.
Oh, never mind.
In the
Horn
short
of
term.
Valhalla it is.
Thank you, Ben. Caroline, whenever you're ready, I need a. Oh, she's still off. Okay. All right. Turn undead. Suzanne, give me a D20, please.
$17.
Okay, 17 plus 12 plus 3. So he will successfully initiate the turn. Roll 2d6.
9.
Okay, 9 plus 15. He will be able to turn one of these skeletons. So this skeleton is going to run back inside the cavern. Okay, Suzanne, 2d4, please, for the barbarians.
Hi, Simon. We need to move. Yes, Simon, I know.
Hard to pick up.
Yay. Caroline, can I get an initiative roll, please?
You betcha.
5.
Oh, shit. Natural 20.
Woohoo! Okay, so 7 barbarians arrive.
Lord.
They're on our side.
Oh, good.
I mean, they're good. They're not like great, but they're good.
It'll help.
Oh yeah. Great for when we just need to throw bodies at them.
Excuse me.
Too bad we don't have any actual bodies we could just throw at them.
I don't tend to recommend that, but
Yeah.
you do you.
Look, I have so much gore. It just in the bag of holding. There's so many just like mostly drow parts.
All parts.
Yeah.
Your bag of
7.
You're gonna need to get that thing hydroblasted. It's bloody and sanitary now, ain't it?
It would really suck if we did that and then they had like raised dead.
Oh my god, yeah, necromantic army.
That's the plan.
Just add water. You're in your bag of Jeffrey Dahmer holding.
Yeah, why do you think I'm keeping them around?
Right? All right, one quick second.
No, baby kitty, you don't need that. You don't like soup.
I think it's time I break out the old school dice.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem, every time you do that, Victor says I can't shoot because of all the ducks.
No, what are you talking about?
No, he said old school dice, I think.
Yeah, I'm talking about these things that are older
Not
than me.
ducks.
This is an important fight.
I know. You're a good kitty.
All right. Frida, you go first.
What did I miss in action while I was making myself food?
Nothing really important.
Nothing really. I charged up there. We did the turn undead. We summoned the barbarians, and here we are.
Okay, I've got a scroll protection from evil. I'm going to cast that on the. I'm going to crack that for the party.
Cool.
Because right now,
All right, that is a 10-foot radius protection from evil. Pretty powerful little scroll. All right. Next up is Gozer. Um, he smiles at LJ and says, "My, you people are a lot more engaging than the last group I tangled with."
oh no.
Because we have slutty lingerie.
And LJ will say, "Come on, then, engage me."
Oh,
And then the
I'm
wedding
shocked.
for June.
He has a ring.
right?
Have you the wing?
Carlos, start playing the wedding music.
He's not gonna waste that on
So then we
you.
got Beyonce playing in the background.
A circle of lightning erupts around him.
I dodge it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
What did I do with that?
Please don't like better not squash soup.
Do you get any save from that? I don't think you do, but you might.
Surely I get a reflex save or
I
something.
don't think so.
What?
He is suddenly surrounded in crackling electricity. Oh, yep, you do get a reflex save. Good job.
Damn right.
Dumping water on him and he would electrocute himself.
Hey, John.
Do you have the ring of create water?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, give me a reflex save, please.
Okay. 17 plus
Will be legally binding.
There you go.
30 plus 2 from the cat's grace. Plus another Does the music give me a bonus to a reflex save? I think it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also have cats, Grace.
Yeah, I've already got that. So 32, 33.
33 makes it. You do not
Hooray.
you do not take damage from that. He will throw the lightning doesn't go away, by the way. He will throw a chain lightning. No, you said engage me. You did say engage me. Yeah, he'll chain lightning you. And
Ow.
the chains will go to the two fire giant skeletons because that's annoying to him.
And that's how you tank.
Skeletons fail their saving throw. Can I get another save from LJ?
Sure thing.
I get a name then.
Amen.
30.
All right. So D6 per level. Is there a max on that? Chain lightning.
Surely.
20d6, I think, is max. I think.
Okay, that sounds correct.
I'll double check.
I'm pulling it up now. You're good. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
maximum 20, so that's good. And then secondary bolt strikes, so the fire giants will get half of that.
Would he do more than 20d6 if there wasn't that maximum?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think somebody missed the concept of you're fighting a demigod, but it's okay. It's all good. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. You've had a great first round. You've definitely done damage. You've definitely made sure he knows you exist.
Sweet God.
12. 18, come on, you can do it. 18, 20, yes. I have 20d6, good.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll have fun. So, oh, that's a 6, okay, cool.
God.
50.
There's part of the Jackson family.
All right, LJ, 83 hit points of damage.
Ooh.
The two fire giants.
Well, that really hurt.
Oh, yeah, they're not immune. So they'll take 83 as well.
So you got more hit points from the rage.
I did, you're right. I didn't get 83, but I got, ooh, man. Oh, that hurt.
Does the protection from evil help him at all?
Nope.
He's more than 10 feet away from you, so no.
Oh, so it only okay.
It's a 10-foot radius, as I said. Yeah, it's a 10-foot
Right.
radius.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Frederick, your turn.
Okay. Target, Gozer.
You can't fire a full volley at him. You have that level of ability.
Yes. That means 5 because I'm still under haste.
And confidence. Yeah, that's
I know what I'm going to do in the next action.
With a -4 for range increment. Okay, because attack rolls coming in.
I really wish we had a rest before this encounter.
Wouldn't that have been nice?
As do all who trial comes their way. LJ?
Never knows. There we go.
All right. High or low, Frederick?
Hi.
Okay, the third one hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
I may as well start rolling my attacks for LJ now.
Sure. Next up is Lev, and then Bash, and then Blodgett, and then Garlos, and then LJ. LJ got last in this round.
Well, it'll take me that long to do the math. You know, is he about to move again, Victor? He's about to fucking move. God fucking damn it. Never mind.
All right. Because he only teleported 5 feet away, or 10 feet away, I'm going to give you just a -5 on those last two rolls. So the 34 and the 36 turn into a 29 and a 34. Higher low, Froderick?
Low.
Nope. Yes, the last one hits. Roll damage on the last one.
Okay, very good. Let's see here. It's gonna. Did it make? Okay, I gotta scroll down. There we go. Is this having any effect on him discernibly?
You think so, yeah. He's definitely being knocked back. He definitely appears to be acknowledging that he's been hit.
Okay, all right.
All right. Lev.
Lev is going to cast Essay Spell Resistance on himself.
Good.
And Bash.
Bash is going to hold action. Yeah, Bash
Please,
can't talk.
please get up here, dude.
I mean, I don't think I can do anything. Like by the time, even if I get there, like I don't think I can do anything.
Run.
Fine, Bash will run towards Goober. He's
What's
the main
his
bad
full
guy.
run
His name is
move?
Gonzo, not
Send
Goober.
in the Vibarians.
His name is Gonzo.
What is his full run move?
I'm looking it up. Sorry, I don't have my camera on because my kid has no pants on right now.
What's your what's your base speed?
Streaker.
What's your base speed? Ben?
I'm sorry, my base what?
Your base speed.
What race are you?
Well, I'm a dryad. I don't know if that makes any difference.
It's
hang
either
on,
gonna be, I think it's gonna be 40, but let me look it up.
I think it is 40. I know it's here somewhere. I have long strider,
No,
which
no,
adds.
it's 30, but you have long strider.
Okay, so yeah, so it's 40.
Okay, so you can move 160 feet in a round.
I will do it quickly and reluctantly.
Hey, boo.
Okie dokie. Bash runs up. Blodgett.
Budget. I need to get closer, but I want to get closer, but I'm invisible, so I'm just gonna move my normal speed closer to the bad guy. I'm trying to observe for 3 turns. No?
I'm reading John's
Oh.
post. What's your move, Blodgett?
Budget is.
Open your eyes.
Oh
Look
my
out
God.
and see. LJ's a poor boy. He
He
needs
needs some sympathy.
50 feet.
little high,
Hit points low.
Okay, so you can move that far without compromising your armor class or anything else.
Right into the back.
Well, I don't want to alert them on there either, so.
Oh, there is definitely that. Keurig, or sorry, Blas. Blas has the Vikings.
So it's Blas that has got this?
Yeah.
Girl's gonna yell at him, "Get those bloody Vikings in there!"
That's what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get my soliloquy.
Okay. Where do you want the Vikings to go?
Charge towards where EJ and Bash are getting into Hell's Own Fist.
Actually, I would steer him to the others because those 2 fire giants that are near, they've been turned by Lev to fight against Gozer.
They are ours now. For about 15 minutes.
So send them as a wall, basically to drive a wedge between that fight with Gozer and the rest of those fire giants. That's what I would do. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think their attack bonuses are going to be high enough to even touch Gozer.
Okay, well, Suzanne, you're currently controlling Blas and Keurig, so where do you want the fire giants to go?
I want them to
Vikings.
get going closer toward that guy. So, how far can they go? Let me see if I have it on his character.
They're barbarians, so they can run about, I don't know, fuck, as far as they can run to the battle, they can definitely charge this round.
Thing is, would he try and attack the big guy or the little guys?
Your call.
I thought the little guys were all turned.
I was going to say, did we turn them right?
No, you turn 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then yeah.
15 hit die creatures.
Yeah, use them as a blocking force to keep the others from interfering.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Is
That's
you
the
go
wedge,
up
yeah,
there.
I'm talking
We'll
about.
go up there and engage
Yeah.
those and get them. Take care of those so that they would not be interfering with what we're doing.
Okay.
They get smacked down rather badly, but it'll buy some time. Then I'll go to Valhalla and say, "We
So
got
being
smacked down
music
by
to
some really big
the
skeletons."
bad guy.
True story.
You should have seen that they were giants.
They might be giants.
Oh no.
They might have been giants at one point.
Did everybody just go quiet?
Yeah, we're waiting.
What are we waiting
Up
for?
the
Oh,
the guys. All right, Suzanne, give me 5 rolls to hit for the what do you call this? Barbarians.
Barbarian. 5 to hit. 18, 12, 19, 13, and 12.
Send in the peasants. I love my people. Oh,
my God.
Only 5? No, I have 6 people. I have 7 there. Oh, I see. There's only 5 engaged. Okay. Told you. I've been drinking.
Making very good decisions for somebody who's been drinking. Well done.
I had a biopsy today, so I'm not feeling great, but yeah.
You still made your will force saving throw.
Hey.
My dear, do you want to come up? I know. I love you too. Silly cat. I know.
Got a long tail.
Yes,
Suzanne,
he
can I roll
does.
2d12, please.
2d12. What do those look like? Yeah, what's that? A 10 and an 8.
All right, so that's 13 and 11
I love you too.
points of damage. Both of those guys, so yeah, they're different. All right. And then the Giants go, and then LJ. So
What did Blas do on his turn?
Blas can do. That's right. Blas can do something else as well.
Somebody who has Blas's spell,
Well,
please let Blas.
Budget has Suzanne has Blas. So
Yeah, I'm looking.
you want to do something else besides direct fire giants?
you know that a blade barrier going across horizontally about where those fire giants are wouldn't be terrible.
Where is it? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I couldn't read. All right, so I need Blas.
Hang on.
So just know, I still only have the one from March. I don't have any updated stuff.
Okay.
He would probably do a blade barrier between them and the other guys, so they can't come help that
A
guy.
blade barrier between the fire giants and you guys. Is that what you're saying?
Between Bash and
Yeah, kind of
Fire
like
giants.
vertically separating between the 2 giants under my control and the rest of that gaggle
Yeah.
of giants
there.
and
yeah, so it'll be
barbarians.
If you threw it horizontally across,
Yeah.
you catch 5 of them. You see that? Like connect 5. See?
Oh,
I'll get him.
across
I'll
this
get him.
way?
I'll get him with a firebrand.
Okay.
I think we should have asked this guy if we could just be friends before we started trying to kill him.
No,
He said he
we
was gonna
can't.
kill us.
We can't.
He's
You
Gozer,
can't.
man. He thinks he's a god. Or he is.
Anybody
I mean-
who finger fucks the realm into necromancy is probably not going to make a good
I mean,
bard.
yeah, that's basically what he just did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my kind of guy, but you know, I've already thrown my
he's
lot
sitting
in
on
with
the
you
bench. He's
guys.
sitting on the group W bench.
You all basically pick up China patterns yet? Or
No, I mean he's Lev's kind of guy. But, Lev's already thrown his lot in with everybody here, and he's like, all right, this isn't gonna work.
Thank you, Lev. We appreciate the fact that you're loyal.
Yeah.
You sound
No
happy
worries.
about it.
For all this group's problems, if not for y'all, I would be dead several times over and not alive right now.
True story. All right. So the barbarians took some damage. The lot of them, each of them, are currently engaged with a frost giant or fire giant skeleton. So that makes my life actually easier. It's also true.
But not alive right now is the important part.
The
I mean, that is true. That's all that matters in the end.
exactly. Just I want you guys to remember that's really all that matters in the end.
Not our friendship, just that we're alive.
All right, and LJ, bringing up the rear. LJ.
LJ is going to. I'm going to taunt him again. And I'm going to say. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
Yeah,
I'll say, if you want to engage me, you're going the wrong way. I said engage me, and I'm going to go up and try and grapple him.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, grab the Captain Lightning. Yeah, Thor, basically.
All right. Go ahead.
You're
and,
right. You're right. Will that do
give me a grapple
damage to
check,
me?
please?
Will that do
Oh.
damage to me because of the lightning?
Let's find
Give me-
out.
Give me a grapple check, please.
Shit.
Fuck! I've already declared it. Okay.
Well, I think you would notice that there was lightning going on.
Oh, you can see it.
Well, I'm raging. I'm mad.
Oh yeah, he's raging mad.
22, 25, 39?
Okay. Boop. When you attempt to actually touch him, he appears over there.
Interesting.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
He looks at you and says, "I have not had a conjugal visit with your mother
Ah!
yet, but that will be arranged."
He's starting to remind me a lot of the vampire that was like just an image. I'm just saying, like, for a big bad.
LJ will say, LJ will say, you leave my mama out of this. It's just you and me, baby.
He looks at the rest of the party and says, "Actually, it's you, me, and those bastards."
Carlos holds up
Or
a
that.
quill. I want the book rights.
Bastards now.
LJ will go, ignore them. Ignore them. It's just you and me.
Curiosity. Just let me know when it's my turn. Here we go.
Top of the round, your turn.
Yes. Comet Ball.
That's a legitimate spell at this point in time.
It really, really is. I forgot I had it because we've been fucking underground. Yeah.
Look, we've been doing all sorts of stuff underground, but I don't think we've been doing that.
I mean, we haven't not been doing that.
We've been definitely getting fucked over.
It has
I
been
must
attempted,
have-
but it's never been successful.
Did I miss a game? What do you think I'm trying to do right now?
Okay, so a 400-pound ball of rock and ice
That is
falls
exactly
out of the sky
Yes.
and strikes the ground with tremendous force and a thunderous boom.
Right on top of on top of Gozer. That's what I'm aiming for.
All right. I'd be amazed, but let's see if he makes a saving throw. Definitely made it.
I can't hear you, Victor.
He made a saving throw.
Still couldn't hear you.
Give me a D20 plus your level.
All right. $31.
I was going to say you really want to roll high, and you did. You actually affect him with this. Comet fall. Roll him, damage him, please.
Yes.
Okay. Double checking. D6 per level. That's fine.
And LJ is outside of the radius. So good on you, LJ, for not being able to follow him when he blinked away, because you do not get hit by a comet.
Which is good. You don't want to be hit by a comet.
You really don't.
Hit by a vomit comet.
Okay. I'm going to be rolling D6 for a minute.
Okay. Cool. That's definitely going to hit. He's definitely going to notice you. Oh, that's actually perfect.
$60 points worth of damage.
60 points. Good job. Good job.
I was starting to think that spell was useless.
Um, yeah, I know, right? Oh, I see it. Life could be a dream. If I could stay straight down below. If you would tell me that the comet crushed your head, life would be a dream. Goes your shaboom shaboom. Yeah, da 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 da. That's what the skeletons are singing now.
Shut up.
Goes your shouts. All right.
Barbarians are like, stop that singing, stop.
Stop that. Gozier, so a pile of rubble exists now around him. Gozier looks down and says,
Owie.
"You can play at that game."
Oh no.
Because it says, anyone who wants a beer?
He's once again breathed in lightning, but more importantly, a series of small electric balls of energy fly from his hand. And
Did you finally get a creature with an initiative better than 20, Vic?
25 actually is his initiative.
Okay.
I only beat him out by 1 point.
He did good. He's basically doing a little thing he likes to call a thunderswarm.
Oh no.
4 2-foot spheres of electricity fly out of his hand. This doesn't make 100% sense as far as Yes. Oh, I see what they're saying. So Bash, you're in the path of the spheres, as are the fire giants.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
not a good place to be, by the way. So Froderick, Blas, Garlos, Frida, Astrid, and Keurig all get to make saving throws, reflex saves. Froderick, you are the actual subject of his attack. You get to make 4 saving throws.
Ouch.
In the
Does
spell,
stone
it is that
skin
they are.
help at all?
Yeah, they. What?
Does the stone skin help at all?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, the stone skin will save your ass.
Well,
Frida, you get
save
to make 2
Froderick's
saving
ass because I
throws.
cast it again too.
Yeah, Frida, you get to make 2 saving throws because you have 2. And the spell specifically states that the center of the thunderstorm is 4 overlapping 15-foot spheres. 15-foot radius spheres. So,
Okay.
Ben, give me a. No, you don't get a saving throw, actually, Ben. Yeah, the way the spell works is that all of the spheres automatically hit everyone in the area between everyone in the line between the intended location and the spellcaster. Blas, welcome aboard. Please make a saving throw versus reflex save.
Did you give me damage, Victor?
I'm about to. It's gonna
Okay.
hurt, but it's gonna be good. You'll be fine.
And reflex saves don't help with this either, right?
Reflex saves do not help specifically you. They help everyone else. Everyone else
Gotcha.
gets the
Cat's
reflex
grace
save.
apply?
Say again.
Cat's grace.
Yes, you get +2 from the cat's grace. You would get +2 from the good hope and +1 from the thing. So it's a total of +5. Ben doesn't get anything because he's in the way.
So Vic, is it 2 or 4 saving throws for Froderick?
For Froderick, 4. For
Okay.
Frida, 2.
All right. Let me
For
just go ahead and
Keurig,
get
2.
that. Yeah.
For Blas and Astrid and Carlos, 1.
So that's going to be.
If you have evasion or improved evasion, that does factor in, so that would help you.
I have evasion, yes.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. Ben, you get 49 hit points of damage. No save. Blas. Welcome aboard, Zag.
Well, he got a 25.
That fails.
But I don't know if he has evasion. Lars, do you know if you have evasion?
Well, he has regular evasion, but that doesn't give you a bonus if you fail. And he rolled a 20, so he actually
Well,
gets
that
plus.
did include the 5 points of bonus, so he would have a 25.
Okay. Go.
Okay. So 25.
Roll.
I think Kara got a
17 plus
23.
5 is going to be 22. Both of those fail. The DC is 30, by the way.
Wow. I rolled high.
Oh, it's actually higher than that. We'll do 30 anyway.
Okay, so you said stone skin saves my ass?
Stone Skin saves your ass, yes.
Okay. So glad.
So,
I-
all right. So, let me do the damage in groups. Blas, you were hit by 1. 17 points of damage. Garlos, you were hit by 1. Electric, this is electricity damage. 24 to Garlos. Astrid. Joel, did you roll for Astrid?
I did not. How many for Astrid?
1. Just 1 for Astrid.
That's her. Yeah, I do have a sheet, so let me take a look at the reflex saves. Oh, yeah, it's 21. Didn't make it.
Okay, so she fails. She takes 23 points of damage.
Okay. It's significant.
Frida and Keurig will do those together. 10, 20, 30, 40 points of damage to Frida and 40 points to Keurig. Froderick, you rolled high enough to save each time. Success. Good job.
Shitload of bonuses.
Indeed. All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, those two skeletons are dead.
Bye. We won't miss you.
What? Come on. You're great friends. Frederick, you're up next.
Okay. And I fire at the same time those bolts hit because my initiative went at the same time his did.
That is correct.
Yes. So
Maybe he'll be off guard.
5 volleys.
Yes. That's of course he will.
Yeah, he won't see that coming. Oh, I rolled 20.
I'm throwing shit and all these arrows come at me.
Yeah, all the zeros coming at you. Yes. Oh, that and I gotta make sure that I make.
Gozer, what song is that based off of? I love these.
The minstrel elf to the war is gone. In the ranks of the party you will find him. The elf's moon sword he hath girded on, and his wild
Harp slung behind him. Land a song, cried the warrior
We shoot
bard.
him now.
Of all the world betrays
Praise
thee.
thee, one sword at least thy rights shall guard, one faithful harp shall praise thee.
Yep.
I'm very impressed with the soundtrack.
The
Yeah.
Star Trek,
And that is
episode
the
ended.
perfect song for Carlos.
Okay, there we go.
All right, you cannot crit him, but good job. High or low? Joel, high or low?
How many? Oh, okay, I'll just go. Yeah. Low.
You got him with the second one. Good job. Roll and damage him, please.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Here we go. Good. I know.
Your critical one just flew straight through him, so. The second one, however, pinches into his cheek. It's like, ooh.
Damage. Okay. Can't type straight. Boom.
That is enough. Froderick's arrows hit Gozer, who then disappears. You hear in all of your voices, you hear a voice in all of your heads. The form of destruction for this dimension is set.
I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Congratulations.
Exactly.
You now enjoy your doom.
Oh no.
Firefin?
No,
It's worse.
We wish it was Firefin.
you do. This is a ancient gargantuan red dragon.
Hell.
Ah.
Victor,
Yes, sir.
stop it.
Also, Victor, we haven't leveled up in 6 months. Some of us.
Hey, you're appropriately leveled for this.
Victor!
Oh
I'm
shit.
still a dog.
Never
Message for you,
worry about
Ben,
it.
and message for you, Joel.
This is for you, Sack.
Go ahead.
You have an extra fuck you for you.
So Dozier transformed into a dragon. Right in
Gojo
front of me?
disappeared and was replaced, and then a huge a gargantuan ancient red dragon arrived.
Sack didn't hear us.
I'm back to you,
No,
Victor.
I'll type it out because it is important.
So he landed right in front of me.
He really, yes.
Could he see me or not see me?
I bet he
And
knows
does
you're
any
there.
of the spells that we have going on right now add anything to survival?
No, they do not. Not for this.
Okay. Okay, just checking.
Okay, Simon, we're just gonna die.
That's what he said.
You know, somebody that'd be nice if somebody would take that blade barrier and swing it into the dragon.
Yeah.
Sucks that you can't move him.
You can't move it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna swing a blade barrier. That's exactly how that works. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't.
No, but then it would hit everybody.
That would be a great idea.
Just adjust the shape.
Dang it.
All right, you guys can hear. You guys can hear the chorus of just 100 gleeful laughs, gleeful goblins laughing. And it is Lev's turn.
We got a wish spell still, don't we?
Nope.
Yeah, no, you don't actually. Sorry.
I can cast a limited wish. It's pretty limited though.
Have him pointing the wrong direction when he breathes, like at the goblins.
It's not gonna work.
Who thought of a dragon? Ugh.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying it is kind of in the title and the name. Like it's kind of a spoiler alert. There might be a dragon in a dungeon.
Well, I know. He did tell us many times, but I just like to ignore him.
I mean, like you wouldn't want the game to be overly stacked in the favor of dungeons and no dragons.
True. No, that's true. And you guys have not actually fought a dragon.
No, we usually evade them or run away or make friends with them.
I literally insta-killed a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, but we
Well,
Yeah,
one
fight
fell
it.
into a blade barrier and became Dragon Burger. And we were all like horrified and had to clean ourselves afterwards.
All right.
Lev, your turn. What do you do?
Man, and he's a red dragon.
Mhm.
Fuck. Okay.
Dang, I sense there's something not right about this dragon.
I'm gonna cast Radiant
I think
Assault.
it hates us.
All right, you're gonna cast what?
Radiant Assault. Spell releases energy in the form of a multitude of rainbow-colored beams that erupt in every direction within the area designated.
Hey, I concur
Yes.
with Froderick, and I just like maybe we should calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
You've already said it's for our destruction, guys.
Yeah, it's already done. We're fighting this thing.
Somebody pick up a rock and like throw it at it. See what
That's what I'm
happens.
doing. That's what I'm doing. So it's going to be a d6 of damage per caster level, and he will be dazed for a round. If he succeeds on a will save, he only takes half damage and is dazzled for 1d6 rounds instead.
Cute. Okay, what's the will save?
It is 26.
Comes up on my screen as radiant ass, by the way.
Nice.
Ah!
All right, I think it's harkening back to last session. Brandon's radiant ass. All right, Roll them damage on, please.
6. It's 58 damage.
All right. The dragon rears back its head a bit, kind of shakes its head a little bit. You can hear some weird, very weird sounding screams.
Oh, maybe shooting somebody innocent, possibly.
Vash, your turn.
Bash is going to move towards the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
but not do anything.
Okay. Blodgett.
It's a Trojan dragon. Victor, does this dragon appear to be made out of wood?
No.
Watch is gonna slowly get out of its range of sight. I don't know. He would move to the right and get out of his, because he's looking towards Froderick and out the rest of the party. I'm gonna go to that way, to the east of where he is.
What spells did Blas use?
Just the blade barrier. Oh, he also did a turn undead.
And the barbarians.
Okay, so
Well, that's
you've
the
used the
whore.
blade barrier and you've done a turn undead. This one guy got turned by you. So Blood is going to just move away towards the blade barrier.
Yeah, not too close to it, but yeah.
In that direction. Okay.
Right.
Carlos, you move. Mm-hmm. It is that.
Or do you mean the barbarians are horny?
All right. If you charge, you can make an attack. Go for it.
Dun-dun-dun. It's up to you, Carlos. Go get him.
Oh my god. Roll again, please, John. No, but you don't lose your weapon or completely fumble. You basically, Carlos runs up to the dragon and then rears back and sees the full totality of the dragon itself, stops and looks back at you guys and says, "A little help?"
Which is completely fair.
Yeah.
Did the dragon start laughing?
Yes. Blas, you go next. Okay. Blas, you go next.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Yeah.
Great. Is the dragon where the dragon picture is
Yes.
right now?
It has a 40-foot wide, 80-foot wide face, and yeah, it's a gargantuan, ancient red dragon.
Okay. And where's? So I'm gonna run behind the blade barrier
Okay.
with Tarek.
These are 10-foot
Oh,
squares,
yeah.
so that's going to be a solid move for you. Carrick can get about here and do an action. Now, if he's not doing an action, he can get all the way behind.
Yeah. Don't worry about the egg.
Okay. So that's a move for Blas. You're going to do an action as well.
Yell! Can someone open up the earth underneath him?
I don't know what spell you want to use for that. But I need you to roll for 5 barbarians that are attacking the giants.
Right. 5 separate rolls or just one?
5 separate. No, go ahead. Just I mean, no, seriously. Hold on. This is more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 7 rolls if you would, please. You can just put it in chat.
Will do.
The armor class for the giants is not that great. It's 19.
And what's their bonus?
Their damage for these guys, I looked it up. Put it here. Plus 5 to hit, and they do D12 plus 3 slashing damage.
Thank you.
LJ.
He's getting in there.
All right, he's getting in there.
He's gonna run forward. Actually, can I reach him from? Can I? Yeah, I'd have to do like a charge,
I
wouldn't
mean,
I?
you can reach a leg. You can definitely make an attack. You've got a leg, the tail, wing. You've got a plethora of things to choose from to attack.
Hell yeah! All right, I'm going for some wing.
All right.
I want some wings tonight.
Wangs. You'll be able to make a full move at a full attack from that distance. You didn't have to move far, so you can make a full attack.
Sweet! Where's that D20? Where is it? Here it is.
Nice. 3 hits, Zach. Please roll damage. D12 plus 3. All right, thank you.
Okay, so plus. Okay, so yeah, I've got a +5 on all my attacks right now. Hell yes. 939.
Who is to the left of the dragon behind them?
I've got LJ, Bash, Garlos, Blodgett, Lev, Marvin, Frida, Froderick, Astrid.
How about backing away from the dragon, guys?
Because if you back away from him, he uses his breath weapon. If you get in close to him, he uses his claws and his teeth.
Sounds like logic.
It does sound like logic. I've heard logic before. It sounds a lot like that.
Wouldn't be the first
Sorry,
time a cleric's dropped a wall of fire on my ass. So you know.
This one would be a lot worse because you would be alive when it happened.
I wasn't working on the assumption that attacking the dragon was the operable scenario.
It is the form of our destruction.
Yes, which is exactly why I ran behind the blade barrier.
So you could not be distracted?
But you know,
The blade barrier is going to save you.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Bash knows a thing or two about dragons, and I just question whether the dragon could just step over the blade barrier. Maybe fly over the blade barrier. I don't know. Just thoughts. Maybe not.
742.
it would take an action.
It would take an action. Yeah.
29, 30.
Come on, Brand.
See, I have a very
I-
high wisdom.
I am
Frida, you're gonna
doing
go next, by the way.
I'm doing really hard math.
Okay. Caroline, Frida goes next. So
Okay.
Okay.
all right, none of the crits count, but all of those hit.
None of the crits count.
None of the crits count.
Oh no.
It's the no
Full damage.
critical campaign. Nothing's critical.
Victor, why are you invalidating my whole build like that?
Because I love you. I
It's like-
invalidate you because I love you.
It's like my shtick. I took improved critical and everything. Like beats are expensive.
Right? They are. It's really weird.
You know what I just realized? I have improved critical.
I love that for you, Ben. I really, really do.
For Ben,
Well,
every D&D
lot
session is a time of discovery.
Apparently.
It's like
Every freaking game, I
It's like,
learned
oh,
something new.
I have that.
Quit
Fire giant
licking the
skeletons are
keyboard.
undead, and the barbarians can physically run around the north end of the blade barrier, but they would be getting out of combat with the skeletons to do so. So the skeletons would have a attack opportunity.
Now the
But
barbarians are doing what they should. They're keeping the skeletons off us.
They don't have improved, what is that? Combat reflexes. So they would only get one attack opportunity. What you got, Big C?
Okay. It feels a little bit like I'm going to be tossing gravel at it.
Damage in the chat, Victor.
This thing got transported here.
It,
Can you reverse transportations? That spell.
you can try. You can definitely try.
Would
Good
that
damage.
be a
Brandon,
greater?
Thank you.
excellent. Especially without crits. It's excellent.
Okay, I have a greater dispel magic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I mean, it might not do anything, but I can try.
I mean, it can probably do something.
I think it's a good idea. It's tactically sound.
It's like this
Fucking-
thing's huge.
Just make sure it's not gonna hit the blade barrier.
I'm sorry,
No,
what?
you can target it. You can target a greater dispel.
I'm targeting the fucking huge dragon. It's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bash was being really helpful, saying, "Don't target the blade barrier."
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bash. Appreciate it. Okay. I rolled a 19.
Plus, I think I made that scroll when I was 14th level. So
Okay, so total
33.
33. All right.
Oh, please, God, let this work.
It does not. The dragon snorts at you. Actually, the dragon is not aware that you cast a spell. It is, however, the dragon's move. Also, it is the giant's move. None of the giants rolled a 1, so they all hit. 10, 11 plus 10 is 21. 21 points of damage to each of the barbarians. So they are now from 44, they are down to 23 hit points each.
Victor, since I was doing a scroll, can I go ahead and do another action or a half action?
You can do a move or drink a potion. What you got?
I'm going to move. I'm going to be heading towards the other side of the blade barrier.
Okay, 10, 20, 30. Okay, you're running towards the other side of the blade barrier. All right. The dragon is going to multi-attack and is going to bite Garlos, claw Garlos, do a claw, and no.
And a grope.
Tail, wing, and a claw to LJ.
Fucking dead.
Another claw to Bash, and a bite and a claw to Garlos, or bite and a wing to Garlos.
Oh no.
So Garlos, we'll do you first. Armor class 28. I got 2 4s, so that's 28 and a 28. So you're hit. Oh, dude, no. Holy shit, John. Were you talking to my dice? Look. Come here. Look at the fucking damage I just rolled for you. 5 hit points of damage. 6 hit points of damage to Garlos. Cunt.
It's a very distracted dragon.
1 claw, I think it was. Did I say 1 claw? Yeah, 1 claw to Bash.
Victor, you said bite. I thought, didn't you mean lick?
Probably. I mean, the bite went over to Bash and LJ's side. I think Bash, you might have been the bite. Yeah, I did mean bite, not lick. Just something got messed up.
Yeah, more like he stroked Garlos inappropriately. That's
About it. 13 points of damage to Ben.
Garlos files a sexual harassment lawsuit against the dragon.
And LJ, you get a wing. Oh wow. Damn, son. I might have missed on these. What's your class again, LJ?
33.
33. Okay, so that's that is 2 misses and a hit with the tail.
Actually, wait, it's 35 with Cat's Grace.
Yeah, that cat's grace is coming in real handy.
I got a 4 and a 2, which are the only reasons I missed you.
Woohoo! I'll take it.
Yeah.
You notice how he didn't
Points
breathe
of damage
fire
from
on
the
us?
tail.
How many?
11.
Okay, that's not so bad. Notice how he didn't breathe fire on us? That would have really sucked.
We're gonna hope that that doesn't happen. As
Well.
best we can hope.
Get in his face and he won't.
All right. That was that round. Restraining order, dragon. Dear John, you have been sending so fucking many. No, I have not kept track. I only meant to cause you any sorrow. Oh, I only meant to cause you any sorrow. Oh, that's beautiful. Arrow rain, arrow rain. Oh yeah, this fire giant's actually gone into the building now. He's gone. Okay, Frederick, you're up.
Okay. Something I'm going to look up here. Because it has to do with Astrid.
Okie dokie.
Where is that damn thing? There we go. Okay. I want to check something. A spell. Almost there. Still scrolling. It's too fast. Here we go. Okay, never mind.
Astrid says she would really rather be in a supporting role at this time.
Oh yeah. She's.
I'd rather be anywhere else right now. But here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Try talking to him.
Fires, yeah, another 5 volleys of 4 at the dragon. Astrid is going to cast mirror image of herself.
Okay.
as a defensive tactic. I'm rolling very consistently in the mid-range. Okay, well, that's good. See if it's good enough. Actually, I have no idea what the armor class in this thing is anyway. First 140 with all the bonuses.
But here's the moonblade, so call me maybe.
Wow.
And 3. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Okay, there we go. Does anything happen?
All 4 of the arrows sink into the dragon.
Okay.
Full damage. Sum it up, please.
I will sum it up. I will give you the executive summary of damage. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. But I have no bonus.
Like a flow chart, please. A spreadsheet.
Bio break.
All right. While Frederick is doing math, Lev, your turn, sir.
Lev is going to cast Disintegrate on the dragon.
Let's see, that would be wrong.
Go for it. What's the DC on that?
Well, I need to make a ranged touch attack first.
Okay. Touch me. Unless you roll like a -5, you're going to hit.
Okay, well, I rolled a 15.
Okay,
So
you hit.
okay, cool. The DC is a partial fortitude save of 26.
Ooh. Yeah, I saved.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got like a 19. Fortitudes, it's got a good save. It's a dragon. Good saves. Plus 18 for the fortitude. So yeah.
Good save. Nice chair. Nice chair. Good lumbar support.
7 for my save.
21 damage.
Okay.
Fuck.
You hear?
Minute. Let's see here. Is it right? 15 to 20.
Oh, I forgot to make you do a spell resistance check. Brandon, can you give me a spell resistance check, please?
Oh, yeah. That's why I
Okay.
cast Assay Spell Resistance. So 15,
I
30.
say.
That'll be a 40.
All right, you get past the spell resistance. Good job.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Ah.
Bash, what are you doing, sir?
I'm going to attack the dragon.
All right, go for it.
There we go. And let me do some math. One response.
Uh, 38 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage. Blodgett, you're going to be up next, and then Carlos.
32 damage.
All right. You can get your full attacks. You're standing next to it, so you get your full attacks this round.
Good.
That's a lot of hit points. Damn.
Well, that's what happens when you haste Froderick. It's some additional attack.
37 to hit.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. 37 on your second attack hits. And Frederick, your arrow sunk deep into the dragon's flesh. It is not appreciating you.
It's got damage resistance. Guaranteed.
26 damage on the.
Is that it, or do you get a third attack? I thought you got 3.
Rolling 3 now.
All right.
Uh, 32. Uh, 28 on that one for damage.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. It is Blodgett's turn and then yours. Blodgett, what are you doing? You with us, Suzanne?
No.
You can do a sneak attack on the dragon.
I know, but is this paw like bigger than my body?
I mean, it's bigger than literally everyone's bodies. I mean, there's not
Very
anybody
much.
whose bodies are larger than its
I'm gonna do a
claws.
sneak attack just because.
All right. I mean, that would be hilarious if somebody could catapult you to its head.
Yep, that would be.
How did I do? How did I do?
But no one's near enough to make that happen right now. And then you're up
I
next
know.
up. Go and do your sneak attack. You'll be able to get 2 attacks off.
So 30 and a 29.
Both of those are going to hit.
Oh, they do. Okay. It's gonna die. Okay.
Ben, give me I sent you a thing to your.
$55 points. Oh, wait a minute. 65 points of damage.
Not bad.
65 total.
Yep.
Sean, your turn.
God damn it, John, you're brilliant.
So don't come hanging around my door. Don't want to see your face.
Your face no more. More important things to than spend my time getting eaten by
Eaten by you, now dragon. Too. Cause you're dragon, listen to what I say. Cause you're dragon, get away from me. Cause you're dragon, lizard, let me be. Don't come knocking around my door. I don't want to see your shadow no more. Prismatic lights can hypnotize. Love's gonna burn out both your eyes.
Please do that, yes.
Oh my god. All right. That's 2 hits, John. That is 2 hits. Roll damage, please. They definitely need to, Zag. I haven't been doing that offhand, but I think Joel's got probably the best. And you also get your sneak attack bonus because it is surrounded.
For a giant viewing audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been saving them. Zag, every session I do a copy and paste into a Word doc.
All right, I want to shout to the party. The dragon's tail isn't moving.
Okay.
Maybe an illusion.
Yeah, it could be.
I feel like we may be wasting arrows, but I don't know. I mean,
Maybe
it
so.
doesn't hit like an illusion.
No, it does not.
No, but if you believe in illusion, it will kill you.
Just throw down your weapons and disbelieve.
Well, it could also be that it doesn't know how to act like a dragon.
Maybe he's paralyzed from the tail down. We don't know. We don't know his story.
We just did like 500
That's a
damage
good
to him,
idea.
right?
So when I
So
bit
far, he has
into
done
it, did
just
it,
about 700 hit points of damage.
God damn.
when I bit
He's
into it, did
definitely
it
wounded.
taste like a dragon?
Okay. How do you know what dragon tastes like?
I mean, I feel like I could bite it and have a pretty good idea whether it tastes like a dragon or not. I think that would be within my wheelhouse, but I would have
Well,
to like
I
bite
bit
it.
it twice.
LJ, your turn. No, Blaz. Sorry, Blaz. Blaz and Keurig, your turn.
So we're each going to attempt to turn skeletons.
Okay.
We may have to get closer to do that, but that's our intention.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
They can see you fairly clearly from here. They recognize your.
We're starting on the left and working our way over.
Okay.
So let me roll some dice.
And then next up is going to be LJ if you want to begin rolls.
I do.
Time passes.
Rocking on the road.
A message for you, Suze. Jesus, John. Yeah, it's been pumping out the hits this turn.
In the afterlife, you could be headed for some serious strife.
Jesus Christ, I rolled a 12 and got a 41 out of it.
I think you've got enough bonus hits going there.
15 plus 22, 37.
Who am I waiting for? Zag? Right?
Yeah,
Okay, just checking. Just
but
checking.
my internet sucks here.
No problem. There's enough going on that I had to double check. Messaging one person, waiting for two others to make rolls, listening to John create the hits. It's a, it's an experience. Refereeing is an experience every time.
Casey Kasem here with the top 20.
New dragon named Nikki. It gets weirder from there for some reason. It just gets worse. It's
My lowest roll's a 34, Victor.
those all hit then.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You cannot crit, but roll regular damage on them.
Yeah. That's why it didn't take me nearly so long. I was doing half the math I was before.
Right, there you go. Makes life easier.
This is awful.
Bonsoir, mon petit. If you're gonna get him, okay. We're getting on my lap again. Hello, dear.
Finally. Fuck. All right, so Blas can turn. Yes.
Do we get any damage bonuses from the spells that we've got?
Yes, +3 from the good, +2 from the good hope, +1 from the bardic song.
Okay.
And Blas, Zag, just roll to see how many hit dice worth each of you is
Yeah,
able to turn.
so I can turn 14 hit dice, up to
Okay.
14 hit dice creatures, and Carrot can turn up to.
You were consistent, Brandon.
Yeah.
Within 4 points of your last damage set.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not nine hit dice with
Okay.
the creatures.
That's not enough to turn, but yours is.
Although last time I forgot to add the damage bonus from Good Hope and the other ones, so that's missing 24 damage.
Sorry, Victor, did you say that wasn't enough to turn either?
It falls over dead per the Order of the Stick comic.
1 second. Okay, ask me that again, Zag.
So none of the turning work, mine or Carrot's?
Oh, I moved one of the guys away.
Oh, sorry.
So you were able to turn one, Keurig was not able to turn another.
Okay, so the barbarian that became free,
Mm-hmm.
I yelled, go destroy the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead and give me rolls for the other barbarians. This guy won't be able to make it. Will be able to make it around in one round.
I need to work.
Okay. Yeah. Might do something.
LJ already gave me damage. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's not in a state to figure anything out right now. He's just hitting the damn thing.
Ooh,
Oh!
I got 20.
And suddenly the dragon shrank.
It's a Monty Python animation. Oh, stop
Right.
that! Stop that!
Oh no.
Did it die?
No,
No,
it
turned around to face LJ and Bash.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's not
okay.
plain dead.
Oh, look, it likes you.
Yeah, yeah,
Run
yeah.
it the other way.
Pull
please.
over, scratch its belly.
So yeah, Blas, you're giving me Zach, you're giving me rolls for those guys. Frida, your attack, top of the round.
All right. We're going to do Comet Fall right on the dragon.
Oh wow. You had that twice? You had it saved twice?
Yes, I do.
Wow. That's a hell of a
Nice.
spell.
Only twice. Only twice, but we have it.
I mean, that's a hell of a spell to have. Yeah, that's rock on.
Well, it's useful this time. Many times
Definitely.
it hasn't been. All right.
All right.
Crit undead, so
Hey, do you have an extra blanket that I could borrow?
not on me.
Wait, Victor, you said you can't crit undead. He's undead?
No, the skeletons are undead.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Do a command undead against the dragon. Rock on, you got
Yeah.
this. Blas, that's 4 hits total. Roll damage, please. Frida, what level is Comet Fall again? Like 6th level, I think.
Yes.
Okay. 15, 25. I made my saving throw.
Damn it.
Thank you. So I will take half damage.
I really feel no sympathy for you, Victor.
Okay.
Just saying. We're trying to kill a dragon here.
I appreciate that. You guys are doing a great job. I just want you to know.
Of course we are. All right, let's add some points.
I think that's a pretty good description of the party, actually. Them wild-eyed freaks.
Wild
Fire giant's crazy. Sorry, say again, Caroline.
62 points worth of
Yay, 62 points. All right, 62 divided by 2 is 31. 31.
Again, consistent.
That's good because I can't do it again.
I've got an idea.
I click my heels together and say, I don't believe in you. I don't believe in you. I don't believe
Right?
in you.
Um,
I need to go on a bio break. Am I coming up in the initiative order soon?
you are actually being attacked.
Oh,
So you can't pee now.
I mean, you
No
can.
kidding.
You can go pee, and I can just kill you while you're gone.
no, don't do that.
That's just mean.
Time for death, D.
Am I? Are you?
It's
Are you
gonna
gonna?
do a bite.
Are you gonna kill me?
Well, I mean, I can. Probability is really low. Your armor class is what, like 30 something?
It's 35.
35. Okay, so yeah, I hit you 3 times. I mean, I got a 10, 12, and an 18. So, claw number 1. Shit. Okay, I can't fucking read that. Claw number 2. 22 from the claws.
Ow.
15 from the bite. So total of 37 points of damage.
Incredible, Victor. That brought me down to exactly 100 hit points.
It is now visible to the entire party that the wings and the tail are no longer moving. The wings seem to be moving in like an awkward seesaw.
It's like a construct.
And
Is this thing a puppet?
the tail is very lumpy.
I said Trojan dragon.
The tail looks to be extremely lumpy.
Somebody pull its head off and
Frederick.
find out if there's a goblin inside it operating it.
Frederick, your turn.
Okay,
that's a
so
pretty good idea.
This is my idea. Okay, so
what's your idea? Lay it on me. This is good.
Astrid, we kind of ignored because I was busy doing numerical shit. But I did say she cast mirror image. She's also moving closer. Froderick and Astrid have been moving closer together. Okay, so like within 5 feet of each other. This round, Astrid jumps on Froderick. Froderick runs towards the dragon, doesn't shoot just yet, but we're gonna get within 60 feet, and she's going to cast detect thoughts on the dragon.
Astrid will not cast anything upon the dragon, nor will she touch the dragon. She promises she'll give you a lowdown of exactly why later, but not right now.
But I won't do
Will she
that.
get within 60 feet of it?
She will get within 60 feet of it.
But she won't cast detect thoughts?
She will not cast anything on the dragon.
Okay, should I shoot it then? Is that...
I mean, she doesn't care what you do. She's like, oh, you're at the point. This is all you at this point.
Yeah, just shoot the damn thing.
Okay, I shoot it. More arrows. All right. Thought it was a different idea to detect what was going on, find out what was going
It's
on.
a pretty good idea. I mean,
Good idea.
someone else has to detect thoughts. They can detect thoughts. That's the thing. You can detect some more thoughts. That's fine.
Too bad I didn't fucking prepare it.
Thoughts are there to be detected.
Well, all right. Very good. And the last one, let's see here. Well, that sucks. I rolled a 1 on the last
Oh
attack.
shit, that's funny.
Yeah, that's about where Garlos is, isn't it?
Yep. Can you re-roll that 1, please, Joel?
I sure will.
Do not shoot me, you bastard.
It's another 1.
No.
He's gonna shoot you, John. Sorry. There's a really good reason for it, though.
But that means I missed John. Then.
No, no. That means you did not. You did not recover from your fumble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which means you are going to hit John.
I thought the way it worked was if it's high enough, you hit them.
No, it's basically when you're in combat and you fumble, you roll again to see if you don't fuck up.
Oh, okay.
You did not fuck up. You did not recover from your fumble.
Okay.
I have a pretty
No,
good
that's fine.
reason as to why.
It's been
So
a while since Joel shot anyone in the back.
It really has. Joel, roll the first 4.
It's gonna be Garlos is the one in the way, but okay.
No, I know. But roll the first 4.
Let me attack. Yeah, the first attack rolls. Well, it was bound to happen, and it did. 2 1s in a row. They were waiting in the wings.
The extra tables were set off finally.
John, roll a d4, please. Roll low.
Watch him roll a 4.
Yay!
With what the bonus is. That's actually that's
Carry the
there
one.
we go. And there you go. 1 and a 1.
Roll damage. Roll damage for the first 4 is what I needed.
You got it. Okay.
And the dragon has a freaking armor class of 19. I know you're gonna hit it.
Is it an armor class of 19?
Well,
Yeah.
and that's something else I should have noticed. How easy it was to hit a dragon, or how easily it was being pierced.
Okay. I've got an idea now. Now I'm the one
Okay.
with the idea.
Set it on the fire. That's what you should do.
No. I'm gonna grab it and rip its fucking head off.
Yes. And there's going to be a goblin inside operating remote control. It's
Or a giant.
It's actually a drone.
going to be like Labyrinth.
Nah, it's full of Russian invaders.
It'd be
Right?
funny if it's full of Trojans.
Cliff. It's a Russian nesting dragon.
The only okay.
It's a what?
The dragon is inhabited by a bunch of other dragons. Running around, moving up the big dragon. Big Gimbit's on a dragon suit. I love
When we said a surprise inside, that's not what we were expecting.
it.
Okay. There you go. Total? Or should I bother totaling that?
All right, no, you're good. Roll damage for 1 arrow, please.
1 arrow. Okay.
Because John rolled a 1.
And that is gonna be so the damage for that is damage. Gotta make this.
John, 20 points. So what happens is, Froderick, you fire the first 4 volleys in lightning speed, tracking the dragon. As you can see, the dragon seems to be falling closer to the ground. When you fire the 4th volley, the dragon's head detaches from its body and goblins start to pour out. Not a goblin, hundreds of goblins. In your stunned moment, you let go of the last volley without looking, and one of the arrows hits Garlos, sorry. The entire party is stunned as
Laughing.
the giant dragon falls apart completely, revealing 300 goblins inside.
Oh, sweet God in heaven.
Now some of them are dead at this point.
All of them are dead.
I
Oh,
was gonna say cast a cloud kill or some shit.
Man, that would have been the greatest fireball of my fucking life.
Okay.
oh my God, that's true. We robbed. Oh man, we robbed.
As the dragon falls apart, John, you really should pay attention to this part. As the dragon falls apart, all magic that exists fades into non-existence. The entire area suddenly becomes like all spells that you guys are currently holding become non-existent. Lev, you fall to the ground. And the dragon becomes a giant puddle of leather, clothing, and dragon accessories and bits and pieces.
Lev is gonna immediately start running to Froderick and shout, "Dead zone. No more magic. We need to get out of here."
Time to go.
I mean, you can walk out of here at this point, but you're not going to teleport out.
Just happened to Astrid though.
You can. I mean, it's a dead zone for magic. It doesn't affect people. I mean,
Why
you
is
may
she-
well be scarred now. Astrid is now a 40-foot tall titan.
What?
She looks
Lev
down at
starts-
you. and says,
She's
"Oh,
running to
yeah, I should have
Carlos.
triggered this one. Fucking dead zone when you guys killed Gozier."
So is it kind of like a, is this, but she acts like she's the victim of wild magic or something.
She
Or-
shakes her giant head and says, "No, this is my true form.
Okay.
Guess I should introduce myself to you." And of course, I
And if you
fucking
want.
closed. All right. She leans down to the lot of you and says, "I had wondered, ever since you saved my son, how this ragtag bunch of adventurers actually existed and what you were all about. I am the mother of Melos, Titan, and I am the greater Titan of the woods and the small animals that reside within.
Well,
It's
if you
been my
turn-
pleasure
Oh,
to laugh and watch you go through this bit of existence you've done. And the fact that you've successfully defeated the Gozerian is good, in as much as he has walked upon the plane, which is bad, but all things come to an end." She nods to Blas. "I can feel the dead zone ebbing. It is good to have my full strength back." She looks down at Lev. And
Lev is
says,
just starry-eyed.
I want to thank you in your part of saving my son. And at the same time, in my space as guardian of all the woods and all the small animals, I'm going to ask you very kindly. She steps over to you. She steps on you.
Oh, oh yes. Oh yes.
What?
is that a new type of fetish or something?
I'm disturbed.
Lev, 80 points of damage. You are killed.
I'm dead.
True resurrection, she brings you back. She says,
Lev
"Don't,"
is
and she steps on you again.
Oh my god!
you
80 points of
bastard.
damage, you are
You
killed. True
bastard.
resurrection, she brings you back. Fireball. She steps on you again. You are killed. True resurrection, she brings you back.
Oh my
Froderick-
god!
Freeze.
Frederick raises his hand and says, I think we get the point, Astrid. That's quite enough.
Anymore. She's. I do not want to have to come back and damnation you, but I will.
Okay.
I don't even understand what's going on.
I'm being punished.
No, I got that, but who is she? What Titan? What?
She's the greater.
Okay. So
Okay, that's true. You weren't. So a while ago, actually in this same dungeon, the guys saved Melos, the son of Eros. And you guys like successfully saved him from his cell where he was being held by the thank you, Zach, where he was being held by the fire giants. You released him so he could go hunt and free his mother. This is his mother. She came to see what you guys were all about. She became a bard, and wanted to wander around and see what you guys were doing. You do have true seeing, but true seeing does not see past an epic true form, which is what she cast to become a hobbit.
Oh my god.
figures.
And now that she is done watching you and understanding how you exist and laughing at you, Yeah, she's good.
Well, before she goes, if she came here
She raises an eyebrow. Yes.
understand who we are, I would like her to clue me in as to what we are, because I haven't figured it out.
She looks down at you.
Carlos says we're idiots. I thought you knew that already.
She says, "You are chaos. You are tightly controlled chaos, sometimes poorly controlled. You are neither good nor evil, as much as you are chaos."
Well, that's a good description. It really does actually
Yeah.
say how I actually became a paladin of chaos.
She laughs at that.
I mean, really, Olodumare made me a paladin because I've been saying that I was one just to fuck with me.
I am.
Zach, to be clear, she was punishing Lev because he fireballed trees, and she stated, "Don't fireball trees anymore," as she was destroying him and bringing him back.
Aren't you glad I restored those trees?
All right.
Lev is like, yeah, I think I can manage that. Okay.
She casts a gate above herself and says, "Honestly, I could just leave, but I'm going to be nice to you one last time and remind you that you haven't finished actually cleaning up that dungeon."
That's true.
Later, and she steps through the gate and is gone.
Can we take a nap first? I'm just.
You definitely can.
Wow.
Drow genocide is still on the table.
Mother of God.
Wow.
You're right. She hasn't. She wasn't mad about that.
No, she only said no tree burning. Okay, I can live with that. That was
She's
an
not the
accident
Titan
anyway.
she's not the Titan of Drow or underlings. Underdog.
And everybody makes fun of me because I walk into a library and panic.
I mean, really, you're a tree and it's full of things that are made of wood.
That's my point. Libraries are just tree graveyards.
Froderick
They're
says,
literate tree graveyards.
Froderick just says, wow, what a condescending bitch.
That's what you took away from that?
If we had to rescue her son from the dungeon, if she's that great, why didn't she fucking do it?
Because she was in prison too. Her son had to go and free her.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a better question. If Titans are all so powerful, how do they keep ending up in prison?
Look, I don't care as long as we keep getting favor from them.
It's for the same reason why she couldn't step on the mountain. Titans cannot interfere with gods. Yeah, and they are very much. There is a god Titan war that continues and has since the gods were allowed to be created. Yeah, gods tend not to directly screw with Titans, and Titans definitely don't screw with gods. So that's why she couldn't step on the. Yes, there's the Titan cage fetish. That's definitely a thing. Ask Prometheus about that shit. Oh my god.
So what's the deal with the Trojan dragon?
It was a dragon. It was a ancient gargantuan red dragon made of 300 goblins.
Oh,
It had 1,000 hit points, and the reason the tail was lumpy was because it was full of dead goblins.
okay.
Do their job of attacking you.
So what you're saying is smooth on the outside, crunchy on the inside.
Yes, that's pretty much what it was.
Oh my God.
So yeah. The you did
Glad we saved the
you did
kid.
hear
Through
the
the laughter. Yes, we did. But they're dead now. They're not
So
laughing.
basically, we killed a giant goblin orgy. Is that what I'm? How many XP do we get for that?
You definitely get experience points for killing the giant goblin orgy.
As for not harming trees, I'm a ranger. I get it.
And I mean,
Never had a problem with it.
Lev is very much one who doesn't really mind collateral damage, but he can abide that little rule being imposed upon him.
Tiny suggestion.
Because damnation,
Now that's the point. Is that you need to start caring about collateral damage.
I need to start caring about trees being collateral damage. I understand.
The point is
Specifically the thing, yeah.
the point is the next time we need
Trees-
help from a titan,
Trees
we
and
know
small
how to get her
animals.
attention.
And what about what are taverns built from? By the way,
The tears of starving children.
what is it? I saw
Stone.
a
They're
little
built
post
from
recently.
stone.
Hey guys, how about we go get some food? Let's go make some food, get some rest. I don't think we're done. Apparently we're not done.
Yeah, I think we should go back to the cave and recoup. That sounds like a good idea.
Definitely have time to do a night's rest in the cave, chill out.
Heal Gorgarls' butt wound. Another one shot in the butt. There you go. Another one. Yeah,
Another one
takes one in the butt. Yeah,
another shot in the butt.
yeah. Do that.
Shot in the butt.
Me.
Yeah, there's a song there.
Another one.
Definitely a song there.
Another one bites the shaft.
Many ways to think about that one. Because you
Are we done for the evening, good sir?
yes. I mean, you guys can tell me more things if you want to do stuff when you're in the cave, but you are done fighting things for the evening.
Oh man. Damnation's a pretty heavy penalty. That's a tough spell.
Yeah, she would waste an epic spell on you for that.
Damn.
Damnation is a what?
It's an epic level spell.
It sends you to hell.
Oh wow.
That doesn't sound that bad.
It's bad.
I mean, after what we've gone through, it doesn't sound that bad. It seems like it would be worth it if in a pinch we needed a titan.
Quick cleanup, yeah, Zag, before we get the level up. That's what I'm getting. That's fine. I actually kind of wanted to clean out this dungeon anyway. It's been on my bucket list.
And yes, you did destroy the staves in the last adventure.
Blodgett did.
Blodgett did, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blodgett.
By the way, Ben, your idea about Marvin doing it was technically correct, but from the spirit of the game standpoint, you can't really. If I were DM, I would not allow an NPC to do complete a key part of a mission.
That's fair.
That's our responsibility. That's just the way I look at it.
No, that's fair.
It was a good idea.
I don't think it was a good idea.
But I do think that Marvin is a thing that will have to be dealt with in one way or another.
No.
Turn him into a tree and then burn
I
him.
fucking love that guy.
I can't turn him into a tree. And why do we love Marvin?
He's just so
Fun.
He's a sarcastic little scamp, and I love it.
Why do we use Thunder Duck when it's always ineffective?
It's because it's pretty.
Our bacon a couple times.
It's because it's
Thunder Duck
chaos.
has worked, like,
I mean,
2
look at what we
times
do. We
out
do
of the 8
chaos.
that I've used it.
Look,
Yeah.
Marvin
ducks
is going to undo
everywhere.
the world if we're not careful.
No, it'll be
No, he's gonna like weave about it and let us survive. He will not fuck with us because we're just the epitome of what he dreads.
He's just
And
a
he
whiny
lives
little.
for this.
He's a whiny little baby. He's a little stinker. He's a whiner.
No, he's just much more advanced than that. You've got to
Well-
understand the level of his vindictiveness is like beyond the pale of most planes and gods and demigods. I mean, there's such a disdain there. He doesn't want to end things. He wants to continue so he can complain about them.
What was Astrid's Titan name?
She did not tell you her Titan name.
Oh, okay.
I thought she did.
Nope.
You did not ask either.
Yeah, she wasn't about to do that shit.
Guess she doesn't want to see me
Mother of
again.
Mars.
I think the killing you again and again was a little excessive. I think giving you a super wedgie that did subdual damage equal to your hit points would have been.
I mean, she literally cast her resurrection on me, like at the drop of a hat. She can fucking step on me and kill me if she's gonna do that. That's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
It's just impressive that's a high level spell. She just dropped 3 fucking times.
Where the hell was
And
the evil?
and
taking
I got
over-
stepped on by a giant woman. Okay?
Some people have to pay extra for that.
I got it for free.
Yeah, her caster level is 32.
What?
So yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did she watch this go through all that?
And what's her alignment supposed to be?
Probably like chaotic good or something like that.
I think it's Titan.
Yeah. Basically their alignment is
I
Titan.
don't think a chaotic good creature should be allowed to kill something and resurrect them again and again. I don't think that's.
I appreciate that. What are gods allowed to do? Because gods are the only thing that are equal to Titans. And she is the Titan of the woods. And so if she were to work purely within the scope of her Titanness, she would have basically killed all of you when you started setting the forest on fire. But she was playing a game. She was playing a role. And she finished the role.
As soon as we started, no, I can't consider that a chaotic good alignment.
Yeah. And yeah, it's not like
I mean, that
Titans have an alignment per se. They have a thing that they do.
Oh,
And the
okay.
space that they're-
Actually, I do see what you're saying, Vic.
Yeah, I mean that was just kind of a shot in the dark from me.
But you did kind of have it coming. I will grant that.
I don't know. I think I've got it. I think I have that kind of coming for a lot worse things that I've done.
No,
Like
yeah,
that-
you've definitely done worse. You just did bad in her specific purview.
Yeah.
I really wanted to have her lend you her bow, Froderick, when you went to go, because she knew the shooting contest was going to occur, but I decided against it.
The what now?
It would have kind of, okay, get some rest, man. It would have kind of given away the goose if she had lent you her bow. Because her short bow was actually a living treant
What?
that she used. Yeah. Don't get hit with it. She basically fires small trees. Had to do the stats for her. I was like, okay, cool, this is great.
The fact he had sex with everybody in the tavern also.
Yeah. What do rabbits do?
Wait, I know her name
Okay.
because when Melos introduced himself, he introduced himself as the son of Eros.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Very good.
But Eros could be the father.
True. I have it down to a coin flip.
Rock on, you've got this. I have total
So
faith
next time I need to use a gate spell and I have a gate spell, maybe I'll summon Eros, parent of Melos, and see which one comes through.
Oh,
That's how we'll find
Playing
out.
with fire. Playing with
I'm
fire.
here for this. I am here for this.
But playing with fire is what I do.
I know.
You're not
Just
wrong.
to demonstrate, fireball.
You're in a dead zone. So how do we get out of the dead zone? Guys?
The dead zone had cleared up. That's why she was able to leave. Even
Oh.
Titans can't cast in dead zones. Magic itself doesn't exist. The gods are in their pure form. All right. So you guys are able to go back to the cavern, get some rest, heal up. We'll say that everyone's going to be able to cast all their healing spells throughout the evening, and then get some rest and regain everything back.
Yeah.
Morning light, as it were.
By the way, Vic, what was the from that oval on the tactical map? And there's those two
Mhm.
lines that are branching off. What is that, like an overhang or
No, it's the cave mouth.
cave mouth? Okay.
When Gozer was coming out of the cave, it expanded in
Right.
size quite a lot. It went from 20 feet, 20 feet wide and about 30 feet high to
Giving
about 40
birth.
feet wide, 40 feet high and about 80 feet wide.
So
And
what's the
line-
state?
Huh?
What's the state of the signage that the trolls left?
It hasn't been, the individual signs have not been destroyed so much as with the ground moving and everything. They're just bits and pieces of them all over the place. I mean,
Okay.
you can still find a few full signs, but they're scattered.
I think if we go back to that cave, we need to go in like a plague and just wipe out everything in between we can.
There's one thing that'll be easier for you. That's good. I can't tell you, but it's just kind of funny. Gozer being Gozer basically invalidated one of the encounters. I'll tell you when you find it. It's kind of funny.
Oh,
Okay.
you can
One of
tell
my
us
favorite
now.
encounters. It was one of my favorite encounters.
Hmm.
You want to know? I can actually tell you now. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
We'll forget anyway.
You will. No, you won't forget. You won't forget this. They had animated every single dead fire giant that they found.
Of course they did.
That's over 40 of them easily.
I counted, Joel. It was 60.
Mm-hmm.
There
I
were
said
60
over
fire
40.
giant skeletons in the lower half of the dungeon, literally waiting for you because they were intelligent enough to understand what had happened. Like, remember that big, huge battle you guys had at the top of the stairs? That was going to
Yeah,
happen
40
all
40
over
of them
again.
fell in that battle alone.
Yeah, and 60 were ready to come and recreate it. But everything in about a mile became. It's just some of them were brought from Wish. Everything within about a mile became unanimated.
Oh, because of the dead zone.
Yes,
Awesome.
and there's nothing to reanimate them.
So good we left.
It's all relative. Some things will still exist. Others will be completely trashed. Yes, there'll definitely be a class action on this one.
Just hope that we're not the defendants again. Can't believe we got fucking sued.
Yeah, we got raped badly on that one.
Sued in D&D. Fuck you.
Wait, what are we playing? Papers and paychecks?
Oh yeah, I remember that old joke. Dragon magazine.
All right, have a good night, Ben.
Something years ago.
Will do.
Good night, mate.
Crap.
All right.
Okay, so prophecy. Prophecy.
What prophecy? What do we have
The-
prophecy wise?
The prophecy. Uh, Kazarian exists, the stars will change. If the stars change fully, the great old ones can exist in our reality.
Prophecy.
So the Gozerian no longer exists, so the stars will not change.
And he did regrettably exist.
Okay, so the stars did change.
You haven't checked him.
What time is it?
Um, you'll be studying overnight, so
Okay, then yeah, I'll definitely spend the night studying the stars.
okay.
Any update on my familiar?
Oh yeah, that evening, a large black dog,
Let's go!
hiding up through the chaos and darkness, and puts its hand on your chest.
Ah, good boy.
Oh, I start petting him.
It's a girl.
I start petting her.
What'd you get?
I got a big dog.
And then the dog says, "Only you can prevent forest fires." Actually, that would have been perfect. Smokey the Bear.
That dog says, Timmy fell down a well.
What's
then your little familiar sees the big bludgeon.
Where are? Oh, it's in followers.
There we go.
So Lev once again has a familiar.
Yay!
Awesome. Hey, well done. Glad to hear that.
Dog
By
teeth.
the way, I got a question for you. Brandon, well, Vic, either you or Brandon can
Go for
answer. So, if I took a level in Druid at some point, what would my caster level be?
1.
Yeah, one. Because the way that the spells work, if you're casting druid spells, you're using your effective caster level for your. Actually, wait, because you're a ranger, you're.
I cast divine spells just like a druid.
Yeah, you could add 1 to your druid casting level, basically.
Yeah, because the ranger's effective caster level is 1/2 of the druid.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Brandon, get ready.
Okay.
That wasn't ominous at all.
Basically, a coal black mastiff with red shading and red eyes comes up as Lev's familiar.
Whoa.
It likes fire too.
It's pretty good with fire. Yeah, it likes fire.
Okay. Let me transfer that.
Okay.
Dog. It's a bit of a bland name. Do you want another one?
No.
Okay. Dog it is.
No.
By the way, there's another snippet for you.
Okay.
And a song.
And a song. Oh my god, that goes with that. It's so big. It looks like one of those dragons full of goblins. Who understands those dragons? They only talk to him because it looks like a total dragon. I mean, his butt is just so big. I can't believe it's so lumpy. It's just out there. It's gross. Look, he's so full of goblins.
The Valley Dog.
I think we'll get along swimmingly.
What a gnarly pixie.
Nods.
I'll go ahead and introduce Dog to the party,
Okay.
and the party to Dog.
Err.
Oh yeah, they sniff each other's butts.
Right?
Paw on his head like, behave.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that Dog is a lady.
Is a what?
Dog is a lady.
It's a female
lady.
dog.
The female.
Yes.
Hey.
The female of the species is more deadlier than the male.
Still needs it to behave.
Dog looks at you funny, but nods.
Dog, Bob, Marvin. This is turning into Office Space, you know.
It's not
Is a red stapler.
Office Space.
And technically, with Marvin as a computer, we actually have an IT guy with us.
Oh, that's true. He's literally an IT guy.
Marvin, set us up a server in the wizard's chamber.
Oh no, not another server being set up again.
We want it to be SUSE Linux.
Oh. Couldn't get anything
Too
decent.
wet.
Cool. Checking to make sure I have all the notes correct in the
That's okay. All right, Aerosmith.
You've got a song for everything.
It really does.
He does. He just got him coming out of his head.
No, it's not about trying, Garlos. It's just, good Lord. Victor, I think just based on his chat commands, I think you ought to get at least another level or two in Bard. I don't know what level Bard he is now, but I think you should be at least 16th level.
Right? Froderick is a character bard. Or sorry, Garlos is a character bard. And Garlos the bard is quite a character. Just ask the bishop. Oh, yes, this is true. Bishop's not as happy as she was with you anymore. Stupid paladin.
Paladins piss me off.
I should take a level in Paladin just to do that.
True story.
Oh, goodness.
You have to become lawful good.
Trust issues in the extreme.
That's boring.
All right, gang. I will catch you on the flip side.
Right?
All right.
See, you know,
I will probably have a few more questions for Dog, probably next week.
all right. Very good.